make quorum this time?
If not, it's a short meeting.
We have an agenda.
Oh, yeah, put them back on the,
Oh, they're back there?
yeah.
Okay, okay.
Does she usually pass them out? I'm not
Sometimes
sure.
they're like in front of the
Okay,
chair,
okay.
sometimes.
I wasn't sure.
Not a big deal.
Sorry.
Maybe it'd be nice to go on the computer in front of us, it would save
Yeah,
paper.
it would,
Thank you,
wouldn't
sir.
it? Thanks.
Do you want? Sure. We'll pass this one again.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Was it this meeting or, was it this meeting or, I think that they said they were thinking about having some high school kids join us as,
It was my understanding we voted for 2 slots.
yes.
Who the individuals,
And I guess there was,
That got placed
was
in
there, because I thought about it last week and I was gonna say, is that, because I didn't see it on the agenda.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if they were gonna go down there and solicit high school kids or.
Right, the note that I had is to, for the position to be marked, start to look to ROTC. Now, nobody's in school yet, so there's not really any ROTC to go get, but, you know, once they go back into session, we'll be able to get in touch with ROTC.
Oh, okay, I
and
thought that was,
they are, I didn't know that.
I didn't know it was
They were
ROTC.
actually the JROTC.
it could be anybody, I don't care.
I thought it was anybody in the public
I thought it could be anybody, it really didn't matter.
Okay, yeah, mine just had a note said market to junior ROTC.
I mean, if it is, that's fine.
But it was, I thought we did this before school was out though, didn't we?
This was April 26th.
Yeah, we
And
just
then
voted
school
for
is-
the
Of what
two
year?
extra
April
positions,
20th.
basically.
That was just this past one.
Because we didn't have a meeting, didn't nobody show up for a quorum on the last meeting or something? Or that was?
Yeah, the last, no, that was the meeting before that.
Oh, there was a meeting
I
before
think that was in February. That's why last meeting we voted for all the excuses.
I think it will have to go to council to change the resolution to add, is that true or no?
I thought that was.
that
supposed to-
done?
I thought that was supposed to have been done or whatever.
I will have to give an on that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember seeing that happen, but we can check on it.
Now we gotta behave, now we gotta behave in terms of price, right?
Right?
Okay.
Did the placement of the individual
Now,
high school people.
We would just have
well, she
to
does start recording.
get the word out to them and they'd have to submit applications, so.
Again, I don't,
How would
did we
they,
vote on them?
I think, yeah, if there was more than 2 or whatever.
You
if
could
there was-
recommend.
We can recommend, it's like, okay, who's who, who's there.
And the
Council.
first, the important part was to get 2 people slotted,
Okay.
who they are. There's the president, you can ask him.
What's happening?
Your gavel's all warmed up for you.
Yeah. Do we have a quorum?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
You showed up, we do, yeah.
It should be a long meeting. I saw the agenda,
Yeah, right?
Yeah, right?
which is good because it's my wife's birthday today.
Ah.
So,
Same as Felicia's.
is that
Yes,
Oh,
today is Felicia's birthday.
3:59, I've got.
all right, so let's get up here. Let's start 1 minute and get through this. So I can get back to my wife's birthday. How you guys doing?
We're good.
Ah.
I like this.
Thank you.
I know, right? Look at him.
Yeah. I like it.
Guess needed to start showing my age. Kathy, how are you? Haven't seen you in a long
I
time.
know, it has been a while.
Trip, you have everybody that you got that would
Yeah,
be here?
got quorum over here.
So, Michael, Frank, Alex. John.
Thank you.
All right, it is now 4:01, I think, so we will call the meeting to order and start with the Pledge of Allegiance. pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Right, thank you.
All right, the first item, as always on the agenda, is Citizens Open Forum. Each speaker will be recognized once and will be limited to 5-minute presentation on any subject. If any speaker has not been heard at the conclusion of the 30-minute open forum, the chair may announce a continuation. They'll be given an opportunity to speak at the end of the meeting. So do we have anyone here to speak for the Citizens Open Forum? When you come up, if you could state your name, your address, and tell us why you're here.
Hi, good evening. My name is Tanya Digman. I live on 602 Clarendon Street, Oldsmar, Florida, so I am also a fellow neighbor. I work for a company who does insurance company. It's Humana. Mm-hmm. So we do have a lot of programs for veterans, and we are looking for opportunities to help the communities and trying to help all the veterans with programs, assistance. So the purpose of my visit today is because I know you guys are having, are preparing the event for Veterans Day mm-hmm. that is coming up. And I wanted to see if it will be any way that I can help, that we can actually bring some support. If you need some sponsorship or whatever you guys need, we would like to be present on that event.
When you do attend different veterans type events, what do you normally do? Do you have information in pamphlets or handouts or something
yes,
like
we,
that?
Humana actually has a specific plan for veterans, and it's designed for veterans. And but on top of that, we also work with several communities that they have veterans in there. So we do food pantries with our tabletops. Sometimes we can bring doctors to give seminars, educational events. So we do, you name it, whatever you guys need it, we can put it together and bring it to whatever event you need. So since we have the Veterans Park here, I was telling my manager, she will be walking in at any minute, that it would be a good idea for us to be part of the community and try to help. There's a lot of veterans that need assistance and they don't know that the resources are there. So that's what we would like to do, is just provide the opportunity for them to be well informed. Other than the hospital for the veterans, we also have some of the resources that we can help. So we do different things.
So this would be more of an outreach, not like trying to sell people plans kind of thing, right? Okay.
No, we don't do, that's one of the things that Humana, it's very particular. The way that they train us agents is we don't go to the communities trying to put our products there. We try to work with the community. We try to give them the information so they can actually make the decision on their own, but they have the right information in order for them to go. Unfortunately, a lot of people pass misinformation about not only insurance, but also the benefits and other resources that we have. So we just want to put out there that we are part of a big plan. Like food pantries is one thing that we want to bring to the community. Let them know where are they happening. The sources is amazing, the kind of products and the food that they provide, so fresh. So all these resources will be wonderful for someone in need. And if we can put all this together and try to create a plan to help people that don't even have transportation and try to help through the community, not the business part. That's what we would like to do.
Okay. Anybody have any questions?
I do not.
Okay.
Yes, and as soon as my manager walk in, I'm sure after the meeting, there she is.
Wasn't sure this is the right building.
So she would be able to answer any more questions. So Miss Brittany Johnson,
Okay.
and I'll let her talk.
And, I don't know if maybe this would be something that, coordination of people that would attend, vendors, stuff like that would probably go through your office, Chip. Yeah. So afterwards, if you guys maybe want to talk to Chip if he has a few minutes, and then, see if it's something that we could coordinate or anything.
Yes, partnerships and we're looking for any opportunity to
engage with the community in new ways, especially with COVID. We've been very limited, and we've seen a lot of people who haven't gotten information or who don't know about benefits. And just to kind of throw it out there, I mean, we have plans that give $50 food cards for people who have Medicare and Medicaid who don't know it exists, who are struggling to go out and find food, who are making the decision of, do I go see my doctor or do I eat tonight? And so that's where Humana as an organization really is trying to bridge the gap and help communities and find them, better healthcare options.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
I wouldn't see a problem like we do with the VFW or anything
Yeah,
else.
yeah, as long as you're not there trying to sign
As
people
long as
up
you're
and
not
sell
trying to
things.
sell a product or
or-
promote your
Absolutely.
insurance.
Especially if you have freebies for the
Yeah,
things and
That's
stuff like
our
that,
plan.
which I know you guys always do.
We're even working with a couple of the VFWs right now. We are, I think it was, I can't remember which post, we're giving backpacks to for one of the schools that they're trying to help support. So we're trying to, especially within the veteran community, it's something that Humana has a really deep rooted, we want to specifically help that community. We have an honor plan that's specifically for like the veteran population where it curtails to some of those needs. And so we really, if we have something that can help, we just want to make sure that people are
You
aware.
should be helping veterans. You do have their entire TRICARE contract, so.
Exactly, that too.
A little thing that I would like to add is that a lot of the veterans that are with us already, I mean, without trying to sell any plans,
Right.
they are not well informed about the benefits they have.
Right.
So
Which
we
is-
really wanna help them to know what is out there for those members that are already enrolled with Humana, so we can actually be that right tool in order for them to take advantage of the plan.
Okay.
Okay, I think that we could possibly, like it says with CHIPS and,
Yeah, I think the
name of
specific
Alexis,
things would be under their
coordination.
purview to like approve, what is appropriate or not, so.
Happy to
Well,
be a
would-
part of
I mean,
anything.
It would still go basically for us, I mean, because we authorize like the VFW to set
Well, that's true,
a
okay.
tent and everything like that, so without objection, I guess, from Chip or Alexis, whatever, if they decided to put up a tent, or we could put up a tent for them and a table, depending on how big you need, be our standard tent, and at our veterans event on November or whatever like that, you could, like I said, work with city, and I don't believe, like it says, taking your word, I don't believe that we'd have any problem passing out information to anybody that may require, like it says, and especially because you're saying that, yes, you won't be, and particularly selling insurance, you just be
Right.
telling the people, so it would be a benefit to the community. So I have,
If we need to vote on it, though, we'll have to put it on next month's agenda, next meeting's agenda, I believe.
well, that'll be past,
What's that?
that'll be past November, right?
No, September's the next one.
No,
Remember, we always have to have one before then.
I'm
before the
getting
next
old, I
one.
forget it.
That's okay.
But no,
But they
like I
can
said,
start the coordination with you guys and,
But like it says, as it stands right now, I have no objection, even without it going on to the, is that something we have to vote on? Would we have to vote on that?
No, because it's part of our city event.
okay, so then you could,
So.
they'd come and kind of told us about, we don't have a problem with it.
We don't have
and
a
then
problem
they
with that, and they
coordinate
want
it
to
with you.
coordinate with you and staff or whatever, that's fine.
Perfect. All right, good deal. Thank you. Thanks for
you.
coming.
I have a question.
Oh, sorry, John had a question.
Do you guys have like a pamphlet or something? Because what I was thinking about was, I think in City Hall, there's like a whole rack of different pamphlets and stuff like that. And maybe that would be a
Another avenue or whatever.
Educational
avenue that the
brochures that
veteran
we
could
can
pick that up and get in touch with you.
Actually pamphlets, we do have pamphlets for veterans. I don't have it right now, but I can drop it off. I mean, I am a couple blocks away. I can stop by the office. That's another thing. Like, Humana has an office, a local office,
Right.
which is in McMullen Booth. A lot of people don't know, and we don't sell plans then. We do a lot of other activities. We have a center with movies. We have a chef that comes to cook, and right now we're actually doing video cooking classes. But after COVID, we invite people to come over and learn how to cook. So it's a huge program that Humana runs. It's not just about making money. It's more about being part of helping the community. So yes, definitely I can bring that.
I would even
Okay.
add that we have an on-site customer service integrated specialist. So a lot of times with healthcare, you might feel like it's a big company and you can't get the help you need,
Yeah,
that's another avenue that we have. So aside from reps like Tanya who are able to help that person through any issues that they come across, we have an on-site person that you can go to, and when you're feeling like, like I might not be getting what I need, there's always somebody who's able to help.
great.
So just
All right.
additional.
Well, thank you again. Yeah,
Thank
like
you.
I said, link
Thank
up
you
with
so
Chip
much.
afterwards and he'll work with you on that. All right, very good. And no one else here, so obviously we'll go to the next agenda item. We'll start with the agenda items. It's a light packet today, which is good. We've got the minutes from the April 26th meeting. Have you guys had a time to go through the minutes?
I did.
Okay,
I have no problems.
all right. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I make a motion to approve the minutes dated April 26, 2021.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes?
Aye,
Aye.
ayes have it, okay, very good. All right, looks like also, before we get to discussing the Veterans Day ceremony, Frank is not here, Michael is not here, Alex is not here, and Dennis is not here. Did we get requests from any of those for excused absences?
Dennis has resigned from the board.
Okay,
Alex sent an email that he was unable to attend today. Michael, we haven't heard, he actually hasn't attended any meetings since he's been appointed, so we do have an issue there.
yeah. And Alex is, I mean, he was at the last one. I think this is the first one he's missing, I believe. Okay. And you said you got an email from Alex?
They did.
Oh, okay, great.
Now Frank, I haven't heard from.
Okay. You heard from Frank?
No.
I didn't hear from last time either. Okay, so first, Alex, do I have a motion to approve Alex's absence? Yes, and he's only missed one, he sent.
I
Yeah.
understand. I guess we just, being he did call in, I guess we,
He can give you more details. if
no.
it's-
It's,
Yeah,
I probably don't need to know, but yeah, sure, I'll make a motion to excuse Alex for
Right.
today's meeting
and then,
and do it as a group.
yeah, do you second? All right, all in favor?
Yeah,
All right. As far as Frank goes, he's been a longtime member. He's been to many, many meetings. I don't know if he's got an illness right now or anything. So, I'll reach out to him and find out what's happening.
yeah, because that's like his
How,
second or third meeting, he's,
do you know how many meetings now that Frank has missed?
Frank, he missed September and April. Now, January, was that the one with no quorum?
so technically, yeah.
Okay.
And he didn't show them that one either.
Great.
So he hasn't been here September, January?
He
or-
missed 3 meetings, so.
He's missed 3 meetings also.
I'd say hold in advance till maybe you could find out.
Yeah, just make sure he's not
Yeah,
ill
like I
or
said, because he
something.
was basically
He was a founding member.
he was a founder.
Yeah.
He was a founding father. And
From what I
so-
understand, he was waiting for a wheelchair ramp to be installed at his house.
Okay,
He's not able to get out to come to the council for reappointment. So maybe that's still
Okay.
an issue.
all right, so I'll reach out to
Okay,
Frank.
so I guess if,
Now, Michael, we didn't hear from again, so I would say on Frank, we table him.
right, until next meeting,
Until next meeting.
and then we'll know better, and
You guys
somebody,
both okay with that?
staff, or you'll get, talk to him, or
Yeah. And
I'll
then,
send him an email and says what's up or
Okay.
something.
and then Michael has never attended a meeting at all. And did he even come to I don't even remember if he was in person at the
I-
actual,
No.
I don't think I've
believe-
ever seen him, period.
I don't believe he was there, so.
Okay.
Okay,
Um,
so,
So, does that have to become an agenda item to remove somebody from the board if they've never attended?
actually, city council does that, right?
Yeah, so we would recommend to city council, okay, all right. So do I have a motion to recommend to city council to remove Michael Breton as a board member? And then we can put however many total meetings he has missed in that.
Okay. And you said Dennis actually had, yeah, I'll make a motion to that, so we don't go too far.
All right, and,
Okay.
all right, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
And then you said Dennis had officially resigned.
okay.
Okay, and so, well, he never made a meeting anyway, right? I mean, he did one on, by voice or something.
Yeah, so once we get approval from the city to remove, if they remove Michael, then we will put out, an opening for both a board member and an alternate. Unless something has with Frank that he has to withdraw or something, I'll find out from him.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, do we, no, we had some people in waiting or whatever, because we had do we put it out there again, since we're definitely in need of one, if not two,
Yeah, we'll need to do
and
some.
possibly,
Can
and
we
possibly
just
three.
start putting it out there for applications and however many we end up needing? How do you guys do you usually advertise that through like Citizens Forum and stuff like that?
Send it out to the Citizens Academy alumni.
Citizens Academy, yeah,
And
okay.
then we can put it on the website of requesting applications.
Okay,
Now, it's my understanding you're still wanting veteran experience? Is that?
Almost, yes, I mean, we almost have to.
That's just-
that would be
I mean,
preference, I would
guess
think.
that'd be a main,
I've received a couple of applications that they don't have any military experience.
Okay,
do they
I
have
have-
family that has military experience?
The one lady had sons that had
Oh,
military
okay,
experience.
okay.
We do have one application on file from John Mastermarkey. And the other one on file is actually Michael Breton's wife. And she has military experience as well, but, yeah.
Okay, and then I guess in addition to that, there was something that I was discussing prior to the meeting about having 2 junior ROTCs or students interested in becoming part of this board. That was something way back in Jerry Beaverland's day, where he wanted to,
kind of like what we have for the leisure services.
I'm sorry, what was it?
I said sort of like what we have for the leisure services board,
Correct.
a teen member.
Right, which I believe is approved for all of the boards, I believe.
so I guess we could put,
Well, not all.
we could solicit it out for whatever we can. So we just take as many people as, whoever's application puts it in there. And,
Yeah, we'll reach out once school starts back up
Yeah.
Okay,
to the junior ROTCs in the area.
okay.
And maybe we can reach out to the VFW and
Yeah,
anybody that lives here in
Well,
Oldsmar that wants to be a part of it.
one of the gentlemen was from the VFW. As a matter of fact, we
Oh,
had
yeah,
two.
that's right,
We had
yeah.
Terry,
But
but then
then
he
he
moved to
moved,
North
yeah.
Carolina, then we had a gentleman right there, and he gave his position up to let somebody else come in.
Oh, that's right.
So I forget who,
That was Mr. Mastermarkey.
pardon me?
That was Mr. Mastermarkey.
Okay,
Oh, okay,
okay, so
Oh,
maybe
he's-
there's one or more.
right.
I'm sure there's a lot of VFW members in Oldsmar or whatever
Yeah.
that are coming down, so, okay.
All right.
So, could you possibly, at your leisure, just email me an application? Because I have a bunch of people in my neighborhood that are veterans, and every time I say it, they say, well, give me an application. I'll go up there, and it's like,
Right.
this way I'll be able to print one out and hand it to them.
Sure.
Okay, good deal. All right, perfect. All right, next time is discussing Veterans Day ceremony. So only 3 of us, it seems like I've chaired, just about all of them in the last, I don't know how many, anybody else want to chair this one? Basically, the only thing you have to do in chairing it is find us a guest speaker.
Okay.
In discussing the Veterans Day, we had talked following Veterans Day last year and then Memorial Day about possibly not having a keynote speaker.
Oh, that's
So
right. Yeah,
to
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of,
yeah.
you know, that helps with the length of the program, but we
Right.
would have our dignitaries.
Because we still have our dignitary speak.
And we-
Mayor then gets to kind of make a little bit longer speech or whatever. I've got no problem with that personally, because then we don't have the problem of vetting the speaker and are they going to say things that are, appropriate for all. And then it can allow us to do, other things, other different types of presentations, if we want to do a folding of the flag again sometime and, just different things like that. So I don't see an issue with that at all. What do you think?
I have no problem with that, because like it says, it's been getting more and more difficult to find a guest speaker.
Especially a suitable.
Yeah, suitable.
That's suitable to all. And our mayors, I'm sure, will like that, because, they get, then they don't feel like they have to shorten their, because, our current mayor speaks very well, has really, and that's cool when our own mayor and whoever's the next mayor, if he's mayor again, I think it's great for them to be out in front of the, and usually have good stories to tell. And then again, with our dignitaries, then, like you said, it's not too long of a ceremony. So,
Okay, one of the items we were saying, we did the folding of the flag a year or two ago or whatever.
Yeah.
It was kind of nice. Well, I've noticed as the flags get tattered and in the neighborhood, and some of the people say, hey, you're a veteran, you know how to dispose of, I was gonna say, of the flag properly. I went to an event where it may be something interesting that we haven't done before, but to have actually a small flag burning.
retirement.
A flag burning ceremony or a flag retirement.
Flag retirement ceremony. I like
Excuse
to
me.
call it, yes.
I know you'd, Major, okay. Sir, yeah, but yes, but the proper retirement of of the flags.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
The Boy Scouts had done that at one time, did they not?
Yeah, I've done that with my Boy Scouts a number of times. We do them at a camp out and stuff. It's usually a lengthy ceremony,
Oh.
when you kind of go through everything, and as you're kind of prepare them and put them in, you have to have a fire, of course, and all that stuff. But maybe we can do some, kind of thought process on that and maybe look at it for future one.
I don't know, we had a couple months, it was just put it up there.
Yeah.
If we have it, I don't know if we could get some, well, you would know the proper way for,
Yeah, well,
Retirement.
there's technically not an official U.S. code or anything on all the U.S. flag code states is flags should be destroyed in an appropriate manner, in a dignified manner, I think it says, usually by burning or something like that. That's the extent of it. Now, there's a lot of scripts that people have made over the years that go along with it. For instance, the one that we had, and I kind of edited a bunch for our Boy Scout troop, was we would we never liked retiring them in their entirety, so we would cut the blue field separate out first, and then we would cut all of the stripes separately, right? We would do that on one big flag that we were,
Okay.
and then there's something that you say for each and every
Okay.
stripe of the flag, right? There's a little poem that and another person puts it on the fire, another person, and then the last thing you do is you put the field all together while you're reading this kind of poem thing. So that's one we've done with the Scouts. And then after that, then all the other flags, just one by one, are put on. Now, if we did something like that, we may only want to just do a single flag with that ceremony and not really do all the other flags there, because it takes a while to,
Well, if you did
do
it for,
those.
if you just did it for the one, but then
Yeah.
the other one, anybody coming up could
Could put their own in. but-
Well, that was the other thing where I had thought part of this too would be the community involvement where we could put it out there.
That they could bring a flag to retire or something?
Bring, if you have old worn tattered flags
Yeah.
in district, this way you could get the community. It's like, hey, I feel like I'm part of this, other than just sitting in a chair and watching the speakers and doing it.
Then we would definitely, then you need to maintain the fire all the way until every bit of every flag is ash and there's nothing left. So that, and then what we would always do is fish out all of the grommets, and then you can actually give those grommets to veterans and things like that.
Well, anyway, that was one of the ideas, like I says, this way you'd have, quote,
Yeah,
community participation, and I'm sure we could set up something with leisure service director that we could have a nice propane type of fire or fire pit out there.
Yeah, I was just looking on there to find out what the code is for open flames in the parks and to make sure that we're on the same page there.
yeah. And we, I know at our council,
Okay.
we've got, or at the assembly, we've got a kind of a fire box. It's an enclosed fire box, and that's how they do their flag retirement, in that closed fire box. And that might be more appropriate because then it's a closed box, not a big open fire and stuff like that. So I could look into that. So I could work offline with you on that, Chip, to see if that's something that the city would approve and that the fire department would be okay with, and that we could do. What do you guys think?
I think it'd be, I think, in my opinion, like I said, we did the flag folding one time. I think this would be a nice addition, like I said, bringing community into it, retire, when we put a little flyer out there in addition to here, bring your flags.
And maybe we do that all the way at the end of the ceremony.
Right.
Yeah.
And like I said, and especially if we're not gonna have a guest speaker,
Yeah.
we'd have a little bit more time. Tell city council and everybody else, okay, hey, we're gonna have this ceremony at the end. It's gonna be a little warm out there. We have the fire department.
Yeah.
So we can maybe give us a little more thought by the September meeting and
And solidify.
see
it
what we
by
come
then.
up with, if it's doable.
Okay.
All right. Awesome. As far as the other pieces of the Veterans Day ceremony, I think we've been getting the same, color guard, and what about, singer and stuff like that? You want to reach out to the,
But I know we've had Nolan in the past, we've had Katie, so depends which direction you guys want to go. I know both do wonderful jobs,
right?
so, do you have any?
Unless have you ever been approached from anybody else and say, hey, I think, I'd like to do it, or something like that also?
No, not really.
So, if who did we have? We had Katie this last time.
Hey, Katie, the last 2 times, haven't we? Yes.
Did we? Okay.
What was your last name?
Ducharme?
Okay, because there was somebody that's in the community, I'm trying to think of what her name, I'll look it up and I'll get back with you, and she was going to do the Purple Heart ceremony over in Dunedin for us, and everything got messed up or whatever, and she never did it. I know she's a very good singer, Buckhorn, whatever her name, I'll send you the name or whatever.
Another person maybe to reach out to is our is he vice mayor now? Knapp. His sister. In fact, I think she sang the national anthem at, I want to say, one of the sporting events that she got chose to sing at or something out in Tampa that she auditioned for or whatever. Yeah, she's got a great set of pipes too, and I know she's sang the national anthem. So that might be kind of cool to have somebody, kind of that close to home.
And I don't believe the VFW will have a color guard yet by the time we're having our Veterans Day
Oh, okay,
ceremony.
yeah.
It's still.
Still in works?
In works, and right.
Okay. But we still have the guys that we've been calling, and they seem to, love to do it.
And I'm sure just from the email I'm getting back and forth from Mr. Bear, or Commander Bear, he probably is going to want to set up a tent also there as he has in the past.
Yeah, we envision this going back to the way that we have had it in the past.
Yeah. Oh, we used, I know we used I don't know, were they Marines last time? The gentleman that was here, that did it when we did it indoors.
That was Avis?
Oh, that was Avast.
Avast, yeah,
Avis.
Avast. Prior to them, didn't we use the ROTC?
That was,
Yeah, Admiral Farragut,
Admiral
is that who it was?
Farragut.
well, that was the Purple Heart ceremony we used.
Oh, is that,
Admiral Farragut.
oh, okay.
And we did have, I believe, Pinellas County, but then they didn't stay the one time. And
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know, Admiral Farragut might, if,
They posted the colors, but then they took off.
Admiral Farragut was pretty cool because they had a lot of, a lot of young, young people out there doing it. I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know if maybe it would be, if you still have their contact info. Yeah, that'd be cool. And then, so Singer and, do you want me to reach out to Alicia Knapp?
if you want to go that direction, I think that's fine.
Yeah, I can do that. I'll reach out to her and see if she's interested and see if she wants to do it.
If she's busy or she can't, I'll give you another name. I'll email it
okay.
to you because I know who we were going to use. And like I said, she's also local and
Okay.
it's like getting old stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Okay. Any other items? I mean, everything else is pretty much cookie cutter.
Right, as which way do we want to face?
West,
Do we want to go towards the memorial walls?
I would think so.
Or because when we did the Purple Heart, we went,
Right. I think because it's new, I think it might be nice. And then after that, we can go back to the regular way.
Oh, you're saying to not do, so how are we gonna set up? Oh, set up the way we did last, because it did work out better that way because
west.
everybody was kind of at a
Yeah.
rectangle towards us.
It actually was actually better that way, like it says, because you were more wide than you were deep. So
Yeah.
it
Right.
kind of worked out very nice. Like I said, so
Yeah.
I don't know when or if we'll have another Purple Heart ceremony or whatever.
And we don't, and on that one, on the veterans one, do we place a wreath? I can't remember.
that was
Or do
just
we only do it for
Day.
Memorial, right?
Memorial Day.
Yeah, so we're not placing a wreath, so we really don't have to walk up that way for anything. So yeah, I think placing it that way would work much better like it did that for the dedication of the Purple Heart.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
It gets people more upfront kind of that way.
And we'll do the standard hot dogs and soda.
yep,
There you go.
we'll provide the refreshments.
Yay.
Hey,
We'll get the, I
Alright.
can contact Largo again if we want to try to get the Eagle. I don't know what the status of Sarge is, but
Okay.
to see if they're actually getting back out.
Yeah.
So we
Okay.
can check with that again.
All
heard
right,
there was a
cool.
rumor you were gonna use Costco hot dogs. This way everybody wouldn't be taking 2, 3.
Yeah, we'll make it good.
Okay.
Deal. All right, perfect. All right, anything else on Veterans Day?
Yeah. We're good.
Is that, okay, good, all right. Okay, last item is board comments. Comment?
Kind of snuck that in, board comments along with the Flag Day. and
Yeah,
stuff.
there you go, okay.
I know there was a lot of discussion prior to about getting us shirts and hats and different things, and it never really flew, and I think everybody still wants the individuality. Sometimes you dress up in full uniform,
Right,
and other people, I'll wear my Purple Heart outfit, and
yeah, I think,
Frank has his DAV, so that was something that had been discussed at previous meetings, and I don't really see an interest in following that up anymore.
yeah, I think I'm okay with letting that die kind of too.
Okay, so, I mean, we can officially let that die.
We don't have any budget for it, so that'll.
Yeah, we were
work
gonna have
out.
to pay for it anyway, so that would've been fine. But, yeah, you're right, because I mean, sometimes I'll wear my uniform, or sometimes, where I like, if I'm gonna be emceeing again or whatever, I usually
Right.
wear a suit or whatever if it's.
Yeah, like I said, it's Frank with his DAV, myself
with
with the
his
Purple
DAV,
Heart,
and
and so
yeah.
you got everybody else with their.
Yeah, so I think that's fine, as long as I don't have to wear that black shirt, that one. It's too hot for any ceremony. Okay. All right.
That's all I had.
Okay. All right. And I don't have any comments either. So do I have a motion for adjournment?
I do.
All right. And if you
Yes,
guys are
I'll-
all in favor, aye, yeah. Okay. We are adjourned in 35 minutes.
Okay.
This is the fastest meeting we've ever had.
Question,
Yeah.
what exactly is that?
That is because now you are honorary life and you don't pay dues anymore.
Oh,
So you
oh, it
have
says-
a hard card now. But, you know, you're still going to get a paper card, though.
Oh, that's only for